Hello everyone, my name is Zach. I am the Traveling Man, and welcome to day 2 of my time here on board Celebrity Reflection. I'm actually selling in the retreat, and so most all of my videos are going to focus on the retreat experience. Today we are here in Marseille, France, and it's actually 5 p.m. I've been kind of lazy today and haven't vlogged or filmed anything, but I did want to start this video out here in Marseille and sort of talk about a little bit of each of the ports. I don't think I'm going to do a video where I'll show like all of the ports or anything, but just a little bit of each port. I did not get off the ship today. I've been here a couple of times before, but let me get back here and show you. Over there, that is like the downtown portion. There's actually a church right on top of that hill. You can see there where my finger is. And so of course you have to take a bus or something to get all the way over there. But in this video, I'm going to tell you all about the retreat experience. It's just going to be a couple of days, a few days in this vlog, just as we experience the ship together and the retreats together. I'm already having such a great time, and I can't wait to show you all about it. So come on if you're ready. Let's get this retreat vlog here on board Celebrity Reflection started. Good evening. It is still the same day as earlier when we were in Marseille, and now I'm headed out to dinner at Luminae. That all rhymed, I realize, and I did not mean for it to. Apologies. But I'm headed out to Luminae. It is elegant evening or chic evening here on board, so I'm really excited to see what they have at Luminae for that. And I'll actually put a couple clips in of the food. But I did want to say I didn't go to the show tonight, and it was actually it was kind of odd to me because typically I feel like when it's elegant night on board the ship, they're having like a production stage show in the theater. But tonight they're having a soloist, like a guest performer, come on the ship. I thought that was odd. I'm not so much into like the soloists. Nothing against them; they're all great and very talented. But I'd rather see a show, I think, than hear singing for an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is. So yeah, I didn't go to the show tonight, and that's why. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna get some stage production shows coming up soon. I know tomorrow night. I just got the what is it called? The pamphlet showing the schedule for tomorrow, and they're having a comedian tomorrow night. So still not a stage production show after 3 nights of the cruise. A bit odd, but we'll see how that plays out. I'll definitely keep you informed of all that's going on. Well, hello. It's now been a couple days since I think I last talked to you all. But like I said, this is a continuing vlog all throughout the cruise. And today we are docked in Livorno. We're actually here for an overnight. Today's our first day. And I'm here in the town of Lari. It's in the Tuscany region of Italy. It's a beautiful little town. We get to go see some pasta making in a minute. This is like a culinary excursion. I've never done one of these before, but this is like we get to see pasta made. Then we're going to go to a farm and actually get like a full Tuscany lunch. So that's going to be great. I'm really excited about that. But just wanted to check in and show you a little bit of this beautiful place. We'll be back on the ship soon, and I'll tell you more about my retreat experience. But there were just some things, you know, too beautiful not to include. So yeah, I'll include a little bit of my day in Lari here in Tuscany and show you a little bit of that. From a visit to Tuscany today, we have the canopies for today, or the canapes, I should say. And these are the same as what you get in like aqua class and concierge class, so these are no different. Even though this is a suite, you know, I thought there might be, like I've heard people getting shrimp before, like a shrimp cocktail, things like that. But no, these are the the regular things that you get. And I guess the surprise of the day, the only one I've had so far, is some towel animals, which you normally do not get on Celebrity, but for some reason I've got these here with what look like fresh flowers. Yep, definitely fresh flowers here. So that's a nice touch, I guess, a little bit something different. Also, I'll take you around here and show you the flowers that they left in the room. I think this is for the retreat. These were left on the first day, so they're still 3 days in, still making it. And this is my elite. I'm elite, so I get like, I guess, flowers in every cruise. I've gotten these in the last couple cruises, so you get those as well. Also wanted to show they do include, this is embarkation day, they do include a bottle of champagne in every room on embarkation day as well. These are all included with all the retreat staterooms. So if you're staying in a sky suite or above, you will get a bottle of champagne. Now they did ask on a form, they sent a form around before the cruise and asked what you wanted, what your preference was. So you can state there what you would like. Good evening. It is still the same day that we've been in Livorno, because in fact we're still in Livorno, or the Tuscany region, and that's because typically it seems like when Celebrity and even other cruise lines, when they dock here, there's so many things to do in Tuscany. The port of Livorno, sometimes up at the port of La Spezia, they will port and dock and stay overnight, essentially, giving you 2 days in port because, of course, Pisa is nearby, Lucca is nearby. Those are towns that people want to go and see. There's also like what I did today with the farmhouse and the pasta making, which was incredible. Really enjoyed that. And then also not far from here is Florence, the town of Florence. I think about an hour's drive just to the east of here is Florence. So a lot of stuff for folks to do. So they give folks this port over the span of a couple of days so that they have plenty of options. But I did want to mention that I went to specialty dining, the only specialty dining I'm going to do this entire cruise, because I am in the retreat, I am in Luminae, so I want to go to Luminae as much as I can. But tonight I went to the Lawn Club Grill. But it's essentially what the glass blowing is on a lot of the other Solstice class ships. They've made this a grill, and this was the direct predecessor to Rooftop Garden Grill, which is on the Edge series of ships. I was really fortunate to be able to dine there tonight. A lovely night to do so because we are in port. I didn't think it would be as windy, but it actually ended up being a very windy night here in Livorno. Anyway, I'm going to have to not eat anything tomorrow to make up for the meal I had tonight. Well, hello. It is now the next day, and I've actually just come back into the room from walking around in Livorno a little bit. The free shuttles that Celebrity offers, very quick. They run every 15 minutes, whether you're here at the port or whether you're over in the city of Livorno. They run every 15 minutes. It is free. They do give you a little ticket when you're leaving the port, and you have to show that ticket to get back on the bus in the town of Livorno. Honestly, not a lot to see in Livorno. If it's between that and doing another excursion, I would recommend doing the excursion just because there's not a lot of like landmarks and sightseeing. There is a lot of shopping though. If you want to do shopping, they have a lot of shops over there. But just back in the room, and I wanted to remark on a couple of things. First being, I had correspondence yesterday, meaning they left this inside of my room, and then today they had left this. These are both from the spa. I just wish, I need the spa to calm down a little bit because I don't need spa special stuff yesterday and like thermal skin tightening facial. I mean, maybe in a few years I'll look you up. But yeah, the spa's being very aggressive this cruise. I also wanted to show you over here on the, I guess we'll call this the little desk, but when you're in the retreat, you have this nice little portfolio. You see it's got the retreat emblem there. And this is where every day you'll get your Celebrity Today. They've also left, this is about the retreat lounge and different activities that they have in there throughout the course of the cruise. You can see they do have beverages services from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. each day. They do have morning bites like continental breakfast from 7 to 10 a.m. They have afternoon tea each day from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Evening bites, little hors d'oeuvres and things like that from 5:30 to 8 p.m. And then the retreat concierge desk is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. And you can use the retreat concierge to do everything for you. Instead of going to guest services, you go to the retreat concierge desk. They can book your short excursions, cancel short excursions, modify short excursions, make specialty dining, reservations for you, anything like that. And then this is my elite member of the Captain's Club just telling me different things going on. And you can see Celebrity does a great job of making you feel valued and welcome back each time with several different celebrations and a helipad sail away and things like that throughout the cruise. And then, of course, your tickets for short excursions are left here as well. And then they do leave these little wallets that you can take home with you or use to put your key card in throughout the cruise. I did cover up names here, but these are cards for the head butler and then my room attendant and then also the retreat concierge. So if you need to call anyone, you have that contact information. But just wanted to show you, this is left here, a nice bit of information, a lot of information left here. They also had a flyer left here earlier in the cruise about laundry services. So right now, as of filming this video in September of 2023, there's how much it costs to do laundry. You can fill a bag, looks like for $59.99. Wash and press $71.99. And then a package to do 3 bags of laundry to take back home is $150. Now, of course, if you are a certain status in their loyalty program, I think Elite and higher, you do get 1 bag for free, so that's a $60 value. And one more thing to note, because I know there's been a lot of discussion online about the minibar and suites. Here's the minibar in mine. You can see it is stocked. These things are mine, the Evian waters. This water, the Coke Zero, I got those in the retreat lounge for free. However, everything else in here you are going to pay for. Even if you have a beverage package, even if you're in a retreat, it does not matter anymore. You take something out of here and it's going to cost you. The weird thing is my room attendant, he did say on the first day he would move everything, and then he didn't. So I'm just sort of putting my stuff in here around the other stuff that was left in here. But just please keep in mind, it does not matter anymore if you're in a suite. You will be paying for anything you take out of here that you didn't bring to the room yourself. And then also here at the mini bar is the room service menus. They're left right there, but I just wanted to show that real quick. Of course, there are no charges at all for room service. Celebrity recently implemented a $9.95 service charge for other staterooms, but not in the retreat. You get free room service 24/7. And real quick, they do have a continental breakfast option. They also have premium breakfast options, so that's nice. You don't even have to go to the dining room or to Luminae to get breakfast. You can just get breakfast brought to your room and maybe eat on your balcony one day. And then here is the 11 a.m. to 5 a.m. offerings. And I think this is the same menu that they have in all the other staterooms. There's nothing special or different about that. You can't get premium breakfast in the others. That's sort of unique to the retreat. And I think that's it. Oh, here's some tea and juices, the different drinks, and then also alcohol by the glass. And just like the mini bar, if you get any alcohol delivered to your room via room service, even if you're in a retreat, you're paying for it. Well, good afternoon here in the port of Livorno still. We still have probably about an hour or so before we sail away. We're going to be sailing to our next port of call, which will be in tomorrow, which will be Genoa. And I'm really excited about that because that's the only port this cruise that I've not been to yet. So really excited to get to Genoa tomorrow and just walk around the city on my own, do a little excursion, for myself there. So excited about that. I'm actually going to step inside of the cabin because it's windy out here. And I wanted to tell you that I went to lunch today at the Porch. The Porch is another specialty dining restaurant on board. Last night I went to Lawn Club Grill, and just around the corner from there is the Porch. It's out on the 15th deck right next to the Lawn Club. And they're open for lunch, and they're open for dinner just a few hours. For lunch, it was a $30 cover charge, but after tax and gratuities, it ended up being about $39. They do have more like seafood offerings there. It is nice to be able to sit outside, and it was a beautiful day in Livorno to sit outside. I started out with some chicken wings. Those were really good. Enjoyed that. I also had some tuna tartare, which was nice and refreshing. Then I had a lobster bisque. Love a lobster bisque, and that one didn't disappoint. And then I got for my main, or I thought it was going to be my main, a lobster roll. And you can see the lobster roll there. I mean, the lobster roll was tinier than the little bowl of chips. It was a little ramekin of chips. It was a tiny lobster roll. So that's the only part that threw me, and it kind of lost points. I don't know that the lunch was worth the $39 that I paid, but it was nice since I do have all the onboard credit from being a guest of the retreat. I got $600 onboard credit from staying in a suite to be able to try some of these specialty dining opportunities. So those are the two that I'll be trying this cruise, and I will be back in Luminae for the rest of the cruise, including tonight. And actually tonight is going to be fun. It should be fun. Tonight is the first stage production show. As I've mentioned, there's not been a lot of entertainment. And I've actually seen some people on the Facebook group for this cruise complaining today about the lack of entertainment on board. They're like, where is the cruise director? And I admit, I've not even seen the cruise director. So very odd. Normally by this point in the cruise, seen the cruise director around, heard them do announcements and such, but not so here on the Reflection. So entertainment might be slacking just a bit this cruise, but gonna go to the show, then I'll go to Luminae, and yeah, I'll catch up with you later, but just wanted to let you know about my lunch at the Porch. It was good, but I don't know that it was $39 good, you know what I mean? now the next day, and if we can look out our little porthole window here, there we go. We're actually in the city of Genoa today, and I'm going to put in some footage because I've actually been over into the city. I actually went to the aquarium because I've heard a lot of good things about the aquarium. It was really, really cool. I spent probably an hour, a little over an hour. There's plenty to see. You can spend a lot of time there, but it's very walkable. Once you get off the ship, just keep going to the right. You'll run right into the aquarium. And it was about $31 for me to go. And it's a timed entry. Had a really good time there. Highly recommend you visit it if you have time to do that when you visit here. After that, I just walked around the city, and I'm amazed at how beautiful it is here. A lot of people that work on board the ship were telling me about that before we got here. They're like, it's so beautiful here. You'll really like it. Make sure you go into the city and see the city. So I did. So my recommendation to you, if you are on a cruise that's coming to Genoa, is that you actually stay in Genoa. Now, there's a lot of excursions around, meaning you can get on a bus and go other places in Italy from Genoa, Milan being one of those, Portofino being another, because that's not far from here, and then Cinque Terre is one of the other ones. Now, I highly recommend that you see Cinque Terre. It's a beautiful place, one of the best places to visit in Italy. However, I would recommend if you're going to see that you do that from Livorno or La Spezia, one of those ports, and not from Genoa. Spend your time in Genoa if you can, because it's a beautiful place, and I really enjoyed it. This morning when I woke up, walked out on the balcony to see how beautiful it was here, and noticed that there was like black soot all over the balcony. And I wanted to mention that because I see this question asked a lot online. Folks want to know what these sunset verandas, these balconies basically looking off the back of the ship, do they get dirty? And this is the first morning, I mean, this is the 5th or 6th morning of the cruise, the first time that I had noticed anything like that. But it does happen, and I'm putting some clips in here to show you how messy it was. I joked with my room attendant that it looked like it had snowed black outside, because that's literally like flakes of black were on everything. But he cleaned it off for me. He actually comes to clean the balcony every day here in my retreat stateroom. He comes every day and like washes it off. And I was asking him the other day, why do you do that? And he's like, because it gets really dirty with soot sometimes. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't see it, but I saw it today. But he's cleaned it off for me. It's good as new now. But I did want to mention that that is a possibility. Good morning from a sea day. Actually, good afternoon, because it's currently 10 after 12 here, as we sail just off the coast of Rome, actually, over to our east is Rome. We're just off the coast of Italy, as we sail from the northern portion of Italy in Genoa yesterday down to Sicily, where we'll be tomorrow. But it is a stunning day, blue sky, blue sea, and a fantastic day here on the balcony. So I'm actually pretty late getting started this morning. I've been doing some work, some video editing to get some videos out on the channel on this trip, and editing some of the footage that I've taken. But I'm really excited about the sea day, because it's our only sea day this entire cruise. This is a port-packed itinerary, of course, in Europe. So many places to see, so many great sights to see, so they do pack as many ports as they can into these itineraries. So sometimes sea days are very scarce, such as this cruise. So I'm going to take full advantage of relaxation today, because tomorrow we're going to be in Sicily. The last day of the cruise will be in Naples, and then we'll end in Rome 3 days from now. So yeah, I'm really excited about the sea day. It is currently 12:10. Lunch at Luminae began at noon. So the only days we're getting lunch at Luminae this cruise were the first day, which if you saw that vlog, my embarkation video, you saw I had lunch there, and then today, the sea day. If it's a port day, Luminae only serves breakfast and then dinner. They serve breakfast and dinner every day regardless, but today they're serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I didn't get breakfast because I knew I was going to have lunch, so I'm going to go enjoy lunch there now, and I'm sure it's going to be great, and then we'll head off around the ship and see what's going on a sea day on board Celebrity Reflection. Those of you that will watch my channel for a while, you know that I love to give tips and tricks, like sort of like cruise hacks, I guess we could call it. And I'm going to tell you about one that I've been doing this week on this cruise, because I do have this nice bathroom. It does have a tub, and the tub is very nice. But my shirts, however, were very wrinkled. They didn't travel well. You can see this shirt here is a lot of wrinkles in it. And the first day of the cruise, I did ask the head butler if he could press my shirts, and he basically told me to put them in the laundry bag and wait a couple of days and they would come back. Well, that answer did not suffice. I was not happy with that. So I've done this a couple times now this cruise. I've just hung it up on the shower curtain here. I am running a bath, and I'll show you the nozzles back here. You have a nozzle for the overhead rainfall shower, one for this little handheld thing here, and then one for the bath down there. I've got it on as hot. Well, actually, it's not on as hot. Now it's on as hot as it'll go. And I'm going to fill that all the way up with water. And then we are going to shut the door. And later, I'll take a shower probably too, leave it there. And then it's like magic. That's just going to steam itself. So that's a little trick for you, a little hack. If you want some steaming or pressing done and your butler's not going to do it for you, you can definitely do that here in the bathroom on this Sky Suite. I'm also going to tell you that while I love this balcony, it's been, you see the sun right there, everything is like, you know, bathed in sun right now. It's been like this all day, and it's cooler now. We do have a little bit of a breeze, but earlier today it was just unbearable out here. So I haven't been on the balcony since this morning, just because of the side of the ship that I'm on. I'm actually on the starboard side of the ship, but however, since we are sailing along the coast and, you know, to the east and then now to the south, I'm always facing the sunshine in the evenings. So it's making my balcony very hot. So just know that if you are on the back and do have a sunset veranda, it's probably going to be very hot at times. So I've been inside reading and on the sofa a lot today, and not out on the balcony where I'd rather be, because it's just too hot and too much in the direct sunshine. I've got my shirt nicely pressed, I think, for the most part. I think there might be a few wrinkles in it, but hopefully I don't look out of place in Luminae. But I'm going to be going to the show tonight. They are having Elysium. It is a stage production show, only the second of the cruise. They are going to be having 3 total. I think one more on the last night of the cruise, which is in 2 days from now. So yeah, I'm going to go to the show, then I'm going to go to dinner. It's currently 7:15 and the show starts at 7:30, so I'm going to skedaddle on out the door and get down there and get a seat for the show, but I'm excited for that. So it should be a great, elegant evening. It's been a great day on board. I filmed a lot as I walked around the ship. I went to lunch at Luminae, had the Luminae burger, the signature Luminae burger, because of course I had to. At first I've been into it, and I'm like, well, this tastes like the room service burger I had yesterday. But the more I ate of it, it was better. I did enjoy that. I still feel pretty stuffed, but tonight's lobster night, so I'm going to be, I already told him in Luminae, I was like, well, you had me at lobster. I'm coming back tonight. I'll be back to have that lobster. It's just a stunning sunset. I'm going to turn the camera around here in just a second and show you how beautiful this evening is. But it's going to be a great evening here on board. But first, look at that. Yes. The ocean. This is, you know, a beautiful evening here on board. The reflection, a beautiful sunset back there as we sail. And this is the reason why we cruise. You know, it's really not for lavish service and food and experiences. It's all about, for me, the ocean and that connection you can have with the ocean when you sail. Good morning from Sicily. Today we are docked in the port of Messina, and it is a beautiful morning here. Pan around here so we can see the city of Messina right here. Beautiful, beautiful place. And you can see the buses and folks are already down there ready to get their day started. And we're going to go join them because we're headed to Taormina today, and I'm super excited. I was last in Sicily last year on Celebrity Beyond. If you want to watch those videos, I'll link that playlist up here for you so that you can go back and watch those. But I actually went to Mount Etna, which is the active volcano, or it was active at the time. I think it's still active here on Sicily, and that was a great excursion. But so many people told me, you know, about Taormina that I missed out. So I'm excited to go there today. So let's go. So just back in the room, enjoying my cafe al bacio, and just ordered room service because I went up to the buffet and wasn't too thrilled with the offerings. I've been seeing a lot. People have been saying that the buffet doesn't have a lot of offerings. They don't have a lot of food. It's very limited. I will say they do have a lot of food. It's all the stations are open, but they just repeat the stations. There's like, you might go up to one and it might be Italian offerings. Well, there might be one or two other stations which has the same Italian offerings. So they're limiting the number of dishes that they're actually serving each day, I feel like, in the buffet. So there's not a lot of variety, not as much as there used to be, I'll say. There's still a lot of food, pizza and salads. They got sandwich stations and, a specialty of the day, like station. They got a vegetarian, they have an Indian. So they have a lot of different food options, but nothing for me today. So I did order room service again. So here's what I got. A little chicken Caesar salad. That looks delicious. I love their room service Caesar salad. I don't think I've gotten a Caesar salad in the dining room yet this cruise. And then here for dessert, some cookies. See, they're warm. Oh, they're not warm. Cookies and milk. It's cool that they bring milk with that without you even asking. And then their salmon. I love their room service salmon here on Celebrity. It is so good. That sauce that you have to put on it, oh, it's delicious. So, yeah, that's my lunch today. I'm going to take this on the balcony and enjoy it. Well, hello. It is now our final day of the cruise. Sorry that these time jumps have been so sporadic and just so much going on this cruise. I actually just finished recording my ship tour, so check that out. It may or may not already be on the channel, but check that out when it does come out. This is a beautiful ship. This isn't even my review video, but I'm going to go ahead and say I think this is now one of my favorite Celebrity cruise ships. Sorry, one of my favorite ships, period. I've just really enjoyed it. Really glad I got to spend 9 days on board. I'm really glad that I got to come to Europe again because, I mean, look here, we're in Naples today. I actually didn't get off the ship just because I did film my ship tour video, and I also am going to film a room tour video here in just a minute of my suite, so make sure you check that out too. Lots of things for you to check out on the channel. But yeah, we are here in beautiful Naples. You can actually see one of my favorites back here, which is Mount Vesuvius. But just wanted to let you all know it's a great final day of the cruise. And this cruise has felt long. Sometimes the cruises really fly by, but this one has felt like 9 days. So I'm actually a little ready to go home, back to the U.S. tomorrow. But I'm always so fortunate and thankful anytime I get to cruise, but anytime I get to cruise in Europe especially. So another day, more room service. I did want to say they brought my canapes along with room service. The canapes are rotating, so I've had this one a couple of times now. So I think every 3 days, maybe 2 or 3 days, the canapes rotate and you get the same one. So not as varied as it used to be, where you'd get a different canape every day, because you do get, like I said, a repeating canape. Another Caesar salad. How original of me, right? Salmon. Oh, that salmon is so good, y'all. You have to get this salmon when you come on Celebrity. Even if you have to pay for the room service. Get it. It's worth it. And then I got dessert. Creme brulee, one of my favorites. Well, good evening. It is the end of the final day here on board the Celebrity Reflection. It has been a very relaxed afternoon. I've just been hanging out in the room. You saw the room service I got. I watched some TV. And yeah, just about to go to dinner here shortly. Tonight's entertainment is the third and final production show, Broken Strings. Broken Strings I saw on Solstice. So I'll check that out later, I'm sure. I'll go to dinner at Luminae as we sail now toward our final destination tomorrow of Rome, where I will be headed back to the U.S. But I want to thank you so much for watching this vlog series on Celebrity Reflection. I've had a great cruise, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And as the sun sets here in Italy, so sets the sun on yet another adventure, but got a lot of other adventures to come. Y'all, the fall of 2023 into the winter of 2023 is going to be amazing on my channel. I have so many cool trips coming up that I can't wait to tell you about, and I can't wait for you to see. So make sure you're subscribed down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And let's do one more wide look at Italy. One more wide look at the Mediterranean from Onboard Celebrity Reflection. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.